Alright, what I've been here is well clever, because I've negated that whole thing. I've picked up an Xbox 360 controller from my PS2. No, I've been well clever, you see, because what I've done is I've recorded more episodes than I need, which means if I can't record for a few days, I can still have episodes that can go up. I mean, that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme of things, because no one cares. But it's a small achievement, because what I've managed to do is plan ahead. And as we all know, planning ahead is the most important thing you can do, because planning ahead allows you to do... I don't know what it allows you to do, but it allows you to do something. So we're here with a car that must be the epitome of cool, because it has a rotary engine and pop-up headlights. And it's from the 80s. There is literally nothing more that you could possibly want. So this is a race for cars with turbochargers, which in my experience with this game so far is literally every car, because if you don't have a turbo you're going to be slow. Also, the American version of Gran Turismo 3 got to have miles an hour instead of kilometers an hour. Why didn't the England version? Also, I think I'm having problems with my cables. It's making the lights flash or something. It's not plugged in right. I'll have to sort that out in a second. Actually, I can just pause it. Wait. Is that fine? Is that good? That looks fine. Try not to have a seizure. Or if you do have a seizure, don't tell me so I don't get in trouble for anything. Alright, we're slower than a Mitsubishi. Except for in the mid corners where we go too fast because we don't brake where we should. Which means we're probably going to lose unless I do something drastic, which, as we all know, I'm not opposed to doing anything drastic, so we'll just do something drastic. We will hop the curb there, run wide into the wall, but it doesn't matter because we've held the position. Alright, this thing needs some handling, because we've just lost our totally legit lead. Although, if we can cheat our way into winning this race, we can buy some suspension. I think. If he holds it around the outside, I'm going to be... Oh my god. The Mitsubishi is overpowered. Please nerf. Please go back to a game that came out in 2001 on a console that can't be updated, and update the game so that the Mitsubishi 2000 GT isn't very good. But if we can get through this last corner well, we've won. It's a lot cooler today, which means I'm not going to die of being too hot, and I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, which means I'm even less likely to die of overheating because I'm not wearing trousers like I normally do. There we go, that's a win, totally legit, deserved that win, didn't have to cheat for it. Beat the 3000 GT because he's slow. 5 grand for a win, look at that, we can get tyres for that money. We won't, we'll get suspension. But we could get tyres for that money. I think the screen's still having problems. Let me just play with my HDMI cables, because that's always a good idea. Let's see, sports kit suspension. What? How much are tyres? 6 grand. Never mind. We can't afford tyres. We'll go for sports kit suspension, shall we? And then what we're gonna do is save up. Hopefully, save up the rest of the money from the Turbo Championship so we can get an Alto Works, and then so we can get a Mini. Is the plan. Or maybe we can save up enough money to get something for the Stars and Stripes. But I'm not. I don't know. We'll skip test course for now. Because again, I don't think this thing is as fast as the 2000 GT is in a straight line. Notice how we've won every race that we've won so far in the corners, pretty much. Maybe I could upgrade the turbo? Oh, hello. I've got no idea what track this is. And it's in the dark. Oh, I can feel the difference the suspension has made already. This thing's going to be great in the corners. Around the outside of the Sylvia if he doesn't try and push me into a wall. Alright, outside line doesn't work. We've bounced off a couple of walls there. Yeah, we're not going to win this. No way. See, look. We should have bought tyres. We should have found a way to get money for tyres. And maybe a track that we can actually drive at. Yeah, there's no point continuing with this. Also, I should probably make it so my phone can actually pick up what I'm saying. I don't know, I'm just looking at races now. I'm trying to figure out where we can put this car to get money. Well, we'll have a go at test course. I've already gone on a spiel about this, but I hate test course. I really do. My least favourite track ever, probably. And if we're going to go back to that night track, I'll have to close the blind so I can actually see. I end up having to close the blind every time we come for one of these recording sessions. I should probably do it before I even start. But considering we're just going to be going in a straight line for like a minute, I'll do it now. Alright then, problem solved. And this car is rapid, which means we should be able to beat the 2000 GT. Yeah, the Mitsubishi Ju has absolutely no way of catching up with my rotary power. This is what Doritos can do for you. Oh, wait, there's going to be people that don't understand the Dorito rotary engine thing, is there? Oh well, figure it out on your own. God, my hands are so sweaty. It's not hot, it's humid, which makes it hot. So what I've just said is pretty much useless. Hey, this thing isn't bouncing off the rev limiter, which means we should be able to hold a decent speed. A decent speed, mind you, that's much better than any of our opponents, which means we're going to win. Maybe I don't hate test course. Maybe I just hate test course in an MX-5. Speaking of which, I'm thinking of not going back to that race until I've got a, like the Mercedes. Or a VX220 or something. Or even an NB Miata. MX-5. I called it the Miata, like an American would. I don't know. Or an Unos, I think they call it in Japan. I don't know. EUNOS, however you want to pronounce that. Hopefully this game has good rotary engine sound. It probably doesn't, because it's a really old one, and they couldn't do a lot with sound then, but hopefully there's at least like some attempt to recreate a Wankel, which is the funniest name for an engine I've ever heard.